Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here are the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis announced a package of 8 economic relief measures yesterday afternoon aimed at supporting households affected by rising prices. The measures follow new data from the Hellenic Statistical Authority, which showed Greece's primary surplus reached 12.13 billion euros in 2025, or 4.9% of GDP. The government says the package targets 5 main groups: families with children, renters, pensioners, farmers, and households with high levels of debt. Among the key measures, a diesel subsidy of 20 cents per litre will be extended through May. A fertilizer subsidy covering 15% of costs will continue through August. Families will receive a one-time payment of 150 euros per child at the end of June, covering around 1 million households. Support for low-income pensioners will increase to 300 euros annually, with expanded eligibility reaching nearly 2 million beneficiaries. Income thresholds for rent rebates will also rise, extending support to more than 1 million renters. In addition, authorities will allow the lifting of bank account seizures once 25% of outstanding debt is repaid and restructured. A 23-year-old suspect in the death of 19-year-old Myrto Kefalonia has spoken publicly for the first time, outlining his account of the events. Speaking through his lawyer on television, he described the sequence leading up to the young woman's collapse. Authorities are examining his claims as part of the ongoing investigation. All 3 suspects in the case are currently in custody and face charges of homicide by omission. The 23-year-old said he had known the victim for about 6 weeks. He stated that on the night in question, they met and later went to a rented room where alcohol was consumed. He claimed the victim requested drugs and paid for them using money she had received earlier that night. He said another suspect delivered the substances. According to his account, the victim later began experiencing seizures. He stated that he contacted emergency services while another suspect spoke on the phone. He also said the victim was moved outside the building and left on a bench, denying that they had abandoned her. The murder of Eleftheria Giacoumaki, who had been missing since Sunday in Crete, has left the island in shock. On Sunday morning, the mother of 3 left her home, saying she would return shortly. Investigators say she had arranged to meet her 40-year-old former partner at a chapel they had often visited in the past. According to police, the man approached her car and shot her at close range with a handgun. He then concealed the vehicle and fled the scene on a motorbike. During his escape, he reportedly fell and later sought assistance at a nearby cafe before taking a taxi to his home. He then returned to the area, moved the victim's body into her car, and abandoned it at a remote location. On Monday, police visited the suspect's home as the woman had already been reported missing. When questioned, he claimed his injuries were due to a fall. On Tuesday, the man was found dead by a self-inflicted gunshot wound. In his statement, the suspect's brother revealed that the man had given him an envelope containing letters suggesting he had been contemplating suicide. Yesterday afternoon, police using a drone located the victim's car and body in the area she was hidden. Police have launched a homicide investigation after a 25-year-old man was found dead in a park in Agios Dimitrios. Authorities say the victim had a stab wound to the heart. He has been identified as the son of a senior officer in the Hellenic police. The body was discovered by a passerby who alerted authorities. Initial findings suggest the victim may have been attacked elsewhere and later moved to the location. According to early reports, the stabbing followed a fight. With no surveillance cameras in the area, investigators are relying on footage from nearby homes and buildings to trace the victim's final movements. Residents have described the park as unsafe at night, citing previous incidents of violence in the area. Authorities are also reviewing whether the case may be connected to earlier incidents nearby, including a shooting at a shop in January that left 2 people injured. A shift in weather conditions is affecting Greece, with unsettled conditions having already begun since early this morning. Cloud cover will increase across much of the country, bringing rain and localized thunderstorms in several regions, particularly during the afternoon. Northern and western areas will see scattered showers, while more widespread rainfall is forecast elsewhere. Light snowfall is also expected in higher elevations in northern and central mountainous areas. Winds will blow from northern directions, reaching moderate to strong levels, while temperatures will drop below seasonal averages. In Athens, rain is forecast mainly until early afternoon, with strong winds and cooler conditions. In Thessaloniki, rain and possible thunderstorms are forecast, with improvement later in the day. Conditions are expected to gradually improve from Friday, with more stable weather and rising temperatures. By the weekend, most regions will see longer periods of sunshine, with only limited cloud cover and isolated showers in some southern and mountainous areas. These were the top stories of the day as covered on Mega News. Thank you for watching.